All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am finally back in the home base, and in today's video, I have a really special trend to show you that I'm not actually hesitant to show you because I love sharing all my ideas with you guys, but I am, just eager to potentially take advantage of this one because it's just a great opportunity. So anybody watching this, if you're willing to run this store through my funding potentially and guidance, hit me up in the Discord below in the Academy Lab. And let's do something with this store or with this particular trend. But let me show it to you. Okay, I'm still gonna share it with you guys no matter what. The trend is electric flossers. Now, take a look at this. This is the worldwide trend starting in 2004, and I mean, I'm too big right now, so you can't see it, but now you can see it. And as you see, it's just steadily rising, getting bigger and bigger. It's not like a super crazy explosive trend, right? Except for right here back in 2019, for whatever reason, people just went really crazy over electric flossers right before the pandemic. But now you see it's starting to continuously get higher and higher. This is literally like looking at a stock chart, right? If this was a stock, would you buy this? You absolutely would buy this, right? Because this is just a crazy trend. But here's where it gets crazier. I don't know if you participate in the TikTok ecosystem at all. I definitely do. I run a lot of things on TikTok. I post on TikTok. I have TikTok creators, a huge creator server for TikTokers, brands on TikTok, etc. And I've actually seen that one of the biggest TikTok products, we can actually find this through Callow data real quick. Let me just show you. If we scroll down even just a little bit, we can see or probably find this product. So let me see. I'm just literally live here trying to find it just to show you how long it takes. Okay, so I'm actually not finding it. Wow, this product is kind of falling off a cliff, huh? Here it is. Just kidding. It hasn't fallen off a cliff. In the last week, it's done $300,000 in revenue, though it has gone down a lot. They were doing 100K a day. But this is an electric flosser, okay? Long story short. So what I'm seeing is that this trend has not yet caught up with the reality of the product itself. So as you see, this flosser, they didn't name it electric flosser. They named it water flosser, right? But because of that, the trend itself has not yet picked up. I estimate that, we're still early on to this, right? People are seeing that electric flossers are amazing, or water flossers. They're the same thing. That's kind of the thing here. So I expect this trend to literally reach this level probably. This will go, to the moon. And I want to be a part of it because if you take a look at the competitors here, we're going to take a look here. There's actually not great competition. Some of the competition is really good, but it's not amazing. So for example, this is probably one of the best competitors right now. Great price point, great branding. These guys actually are popping off, I'm not going to lie, but the traffic is still not that crazy. They're at 200,000 monthly visitors. With this average order value, they're probably at $1 million a month, probably more. So these guys are probably the biggest competitor, and I got their page here pulled up so that I can just go here, go to their ad library and see what they're running. But look at this, they're only running 7 different ads. That's a huge L on their part. They could easily be popping off way more. They're not taking advantage of TikTok Shop. They're not taking advantage of Amazon. Just so many things that they're not doing that could be massive. And here's another brand. This one's pretty cool. It's also another electric. This one's actually an electric flosser. It's not a water flosser. So this one's actually a little more innovative, which I really love. Personally, though, I'm not a huge fan of the branding. It's really cool, right? This is really cool, edgy branding, but I personally like a cleaner branding. To me, this doesn't really fit in well with this dentist, recommended look. This looks like something like a streetwear brand to me, just a younger brand, which is not a bad thing, okay? That's the thing. You got to choose what you want with your brand. But personally, it's not what I would approach this with. I would go for a much more mass appeal approach like this, right? This just looks professional. This looks clean. It doesn't look like it targets a specific, a younger niche necessarily. Anybody could buy this, which I really like. And then the other competitors are really bad. This is another competitor that's, one of the first search results on Google. but they're not that good, right? Like they're not driving really any traffic. Then there was another one here that I found that just also wasn't very good. Ultimately, what you see here is that the competition is like not that crazy. Quip is a really good competitor. I'm not gonna lie; these guys are $1 billion brand. So yeah, these guys are kind of popping off. But the thing about them is that, well, nothing. These guys are a strong competitor. But here's the thing, guys. This is how I view competition, right? Competition and business, every niche is kind of like its own little city, right? So picture a city. Cities don't just stop developing, right? There's always a new building being built in a city, right? New people coming to the city and becoming a part of the community. A niche is just like that. So when you have a competitor, right, maybe they're the biggest competitor like Quip, right? So they probably have like the biggest building in the city, the most foot traffic in the city. And that's it. But guess what? More and more people are going to be finding out about this niche, aka the city's only going to get bigger. So you might as well claim your real estate in there sooner than later, right? Because sure, maybe Quip will have the biggest building in that city, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be more buildings in the city. So, pop up your building in the city. I want to do it. So if any of you have a product like this already, hit me up. Maybe we can partner. Who knows? But ultimately, I found this to be a really amazing niche, and it's making literally like tens of millions at this point, even though it still has not reached like mainstream, in my opinion, based on this trend. So hopefully you see this and hopefully you found this valuable. I think these videos are incredibly valuable, and I think through me sharing this data and these ideas will change the world. I'm serious. It sounds crazy to say that because it's just one YouTube video out there, right? But the people that are watching these videos are builders. You guys are building businesses. And when businesses get built, innovation happens, money flows, and abundance grows, right? People prosper. And that's sort of what I'm trying to accomplish here by just making a short little video like this. And also I just love building stuff too, so it's really fun. And I love the scientific approach that I take, looking at all this data. And I want to continue to expand that somehow. I've been thinking a lot about that through this trip that I just went on, especially now that I have a daughter as well. I'm like, man, we really got to make this world better. So hopefully that's motivating to you. If not, that's totally fine. But if you are extremely motivated and you want to be a closer part of the community, check out the Akemi Lab. That's kind of the reason the Akemi Lab exists, right? So that's funny enough where this trend is from. So that's not even a pitch really, but this is where I initially found this last month, but I kind of faded it because, again, I've just been very busy. I mean, I had a child, everything. I already have a bunch of business stuff to handle, so there's only so much time in a day, and that's actually one of the reasons why I can't just take advantage of all these trends. Sometimes people ask me that, like, Ari, why aren't you doing this? Well, because I can't right now. But as I'm building my network, as I'm sort of like training my community to build businesses, I am going to be able to take advantage of all these trends through you, right? Through collaboration. But yeah, that's where we found this trend initially. So yeah, join the Akemi Lab if you want to be a part of this somehow. I know this all sounds kind of rough and loose, and it is, but hey, you got to start somewhere, right? And you got to dream big. You might as well. There's no point in dreaming small because the effort is the same. That's what I've realized over the years. The effort that you're going to put in to dream big is going to be the same as dreaming small. So why not dream big, right? Why not try to make a big difference? And yeah, that's about it. Peace.